Have you ever wanted to start a friendly chat in English but didn't know what to say? Maybe you were standing next to someone at a bus stop or waiting in line at a coffee shop, and there was this little silence between you. You smiled, they smiled, but no words came out. That moment, right there, is where the weather becomes your best friend. Talking about the weather is one of the most natural, polite, and safe ways to begin a conversation in English. It's simple, it's friendly, and it works almost anywhere. Hi, and welcome back to Talk English Now. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to talk about how to speak naturally about the weather, just like a native speaker. In English-speaking countries, weather is more than just a topic. It's a bridge between strangers, a polite start, a way to say, "Hey, I see you and I'm open to talking." That's why native speakers often say things like, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Or, "Looks like it might rain later," even to people they've never met before. You don't have to say anything complicated. But the way you say it, the rhythm, the tone, the natural words, makes all the difference. Let's start with some of the most common weather phrases you can use every day. Imagine it's sunny outside. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. A native speaker might say, "It's such a nice day today," or "What a beautiful day, right?" These expressions are light, friendly, and easy to use. You can say them with a smile, and most people will smile back. Now you repeat, "It's such a nice day today." Let's say that again. "What a beautiful day, right?" Good. Now imagine it's raining. You're walking into a store and someone holds the door open for you. You could say, "Ugh, this rain just won't stop," or "It's really coming down out there." These are natural phrases, ones people actually say in everyday conversations. Say this with me. "It's really coming down out there." Try that again with feeling. "Ugh, this rain just won't stop." Perfect. Sometimes learners worry about making small talk. It feels strange, or they think it's not real English. But actually, small talk is a very big part of real conversations. It's how relationships begin. It's how trust builds. And weather talk is one of the easiest ways to do it. You don't need deep vocabulary. Just honest, simple feelings about what you see and feel outside. Let's try another one. Picture a windy day. Your hair is blowing, your coat is flapping. You meet someone outside and say, "It's so windy today," or "I almost lost my umbrella." These comments might sound small, but they're real. They're alive. Say it with me. "It's so windy today." Now try this one. "I almost lost my umbrella." Nice work. Here's a quick learner tip. Weather phrases often use soft exclamations, words like "so," "really," "such," or "what a." These little words add emotion and make your English sound more alive. For example, "It's so cold," or "what a storm," or "it's really warm today." These aren't grammar-heavy phrases. They're feeling phrases, and feelings are the heart of natural speech. Let's take a short scenario. Imagine you just entered a cafe. It's cold outside, and the barista smiles and says, "Staying warm out there?" You could smile and reply, "Barely. It's freezing." This tiny exchange, it feels real, human, kind. It opens doors. Now you try, "Staying warm out there?" "Barely. It's freezing." Very nice. Can you think of a time when you felt nervous starting a conversation in English? How do you think a simple weather phrase might help next time? Just a small sentence, but it could open the moment for you. When it's hot, you'll hear phrases like, "It's a scorcher today," or "Can you believe this heat?" These are natural ways to talk about extreme weather. You don't have to explain the temperature, just share your feeling. Repeat with me. "It's a scorcher today." Can you believe this heat? That's it. Now, let's practice a few friendly starter phrases. These are great when you want to begin talking to someone in a soft, polite way. Say with me, "Lovely weather, isn't it? Looks like the rain's finally stopped. Bit chilly this morning, huh?" These are gentle and friendly, perfect for small talk. Try saying them out loud with your own feeling, your own style. And here's something important. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Don't chase grammar right now. Focus on the rhythm, the emotion, the natural pace. Language isn't just about words. It's about connection. You're doing really well so far. Talking about the weather may seem simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools you can have in real conversations. It shows confidence. It creates comfort. It makes you sound natural and feel natural. Let's try a short reflection. Which of these phrases felt easiest for you? Which one made you smile when you said it? Which one do you want to try next time you meet someone? You're learning. One phrase at a time. Let's go a little deeper now. Imagine you're in an elevator with someone from your office. You both press your floor buttons, and then silence. This is a perfect chance for gentle small talk. You could say, "It's really muggy today, isn't it?" Or, "Finally some sunshine after all that rain." These aren't just words. They're soft invitations. Invitations to be friendly, to share a moment. Repeat after me. "It's really muggy today, isn't it? Finally some sunshine after all that rain." Very good. Now let's talk about the word forecast. You might hear people say, "Did you see the forecast for tomorrow?" Or, "The forecast says it might snow." This is a very natural way to bring up the weather and start a conversation. It's also helpful when you're planning something. For example, "We were going to have a picnic, but the forecast looks bad." Say it with me. The forecast says it might snow. Did you see the forecast for tomorrow? Try saying that a few times with your own voice. When you use the word forecast, people hear that you're paying attention, you're thinking ahead. That's a very native-like thing to do. Native speakers often talk about what the weather will be, not just what it is right now. That's because weather changes, and we all try to prepare for it. Let's practice a mini conversation. You're meeting a friend at the park. You say, "Hey, it's supposed to rain later. Did you bring an umbrella?" Your friend replies, "No, I didn't check the forecast." That's it. Short, natural, real. Now try it with me. "Hey, it's supposed to rain later. Did you bring an umbrella?" "No, I didn't check the forecast." Good. Here's something that can help you sound even more natural. Sentence chunking. That means saying your sentence in small, smooth groups of words. Like this. "It's supposed to rain later today." Or, "Did you bring an umbrella?" This helps your speech flow more like a native speaker's. Try it now. "It's supposed to rain later today. Did you bring an umbrella?" Feel the rhythm, like waves on the shore. Let's talk about weather as a feeling. In English, we don't just describe the sky, we describe how it makes us feel. So instead of saying, "It's cold," you might say, "I'm freezing," or "This heat is making me tired." These phrases connect the weather to your body, your emotions, and that's powerful communication. Try saying this with me. "I'm freezing. This heat is making me tired." Now you make your voice match the emotion. That's what brings your English to life. There's also a funny way native speakers talk about bad weather. We exaggerate sometimes. That means we make it sound bigger than it is. Like, "It's raining cats and dogs." That means it's raining very heavily. Or, "I thought the wind was going to blow me away." These are playful expressions, and they make your English sound colorful and fun. Try these with me. It's raining cats and dogs. I thought the wind was going to blow me away. Good job. These idioms are not only fun to say, they also help you blend in with native speakers. It's like adding color to your voice. Here's another scenario. You're talking with someone in a shop. You both look outside and see dark clouds. The other person says, "Looks like a storm's coming." You nod and reply, "Yeah, I hope it holds off until I get home." This kind of soft conversation is very common and very helpful. Try it with me. Looks like a storm's coming. Yeah, I hope it holds off until I get home. Natural, smooth, confident. Sometimes learners worry about what to say when the weather isn't very interesting. Like on a normal day. No storms, no sunshine, just average. That's okay too. You can still say, "It's kind of gloomy today," or "The sky's so gray this morning," or "It's just one of those cloudy days." These are quiet, but still useful. Let's practice them. Say this with me. It's kind of gloomy today. The sky's so gray this morning. It's just one of those cloudy days. These are calm, soft ways to describe everyday weather. Now let's shift a bit. What if you want to agree with someone who starts the conversation? For example, someone says, "It's freezing." You could reply, "I know, right?" Or, "Tell me about it." These are very native-style responses. They show agreement and feeling without repeating the same sentence. Let's try those now. Say it with me. I know, right? Tell me about it. These are small but powerful phrases. They keep the conversation alive. Take a moment and reflect. Which of these phrases felt most natural on your tongue? Which ones would you like to practice in real life? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe at a coffee shop. Maybe with someone new. And hey, if you're enjoying this lesson, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more daily English practice. Your support helps us bring you more warm, friendly lessons, just like this one. You're doing beautifully so far. Don't rush. Let these phrases sink in, like sunlight on your skin. You're building your skills, one gentle conversation at a time. Let's keep going and explore some expressions for changing weather. In English, we often describe the feeling of transition, like when the sun is coming out after rain, or when the air suddenly turns cooler. These little moments help you connect to the environment and to people around you. For example, you might say, "The sun's finally coming out," or "You can feel the temperature dropping." Say these with me. The sun's finally coming out. You can feel the temperature dropping. Nicely done. Picture this. You're sitting on a bench in the park and a gentle breeze starts to blow. You turn to the person next to you and say, "There's a nice breeze today." That's a calm, friendly observation. Or, if it suddenly gets cooler, you might say, "The wind's picked up. It's getting chilly." These soft comments can lead to longer chats, or just make someone smile. Let's practice them. There's a nice breeze today. The wind's picked up. It's getting chilly. Try to say them with real feeling. Now let's imagine the opposite. A hot, sticky day. Maybe you're walking outside, sweating a little. You meet a friend and say, "It's so humid today," or "I can't wait for this heat wave to end." These are natural ways to express discomfort, but still stay friendly. Repeat with me. It's so humid today. I can't wait for this heat wave to end. Good. Here's something interesting. In English, we often use the word feels like to describe how the weather affects us. For example, it's only 20 degrees, but it feels like 30, or it says it's sunny, but it feels cold in the shade. These are great phrases for showing your personal experience. Say them with me. It's only 20 degrees, but it feels like 30. It feels cold in the shade. These little phrases show awareness, and they're very native in tone. Let's try another mini dialogue. Imagine you're at work and your coworker says, "Looks like we're in for some snow tonight." You could respond, "Yeah, I heard it might start around 8. This is a gentle exchange, easy, simple, and real. Now say it with me. "Looks like we're in for some snow tonight." "Yeah, I heard it might start around 8. Great job. You may notice that weather talk is often full of these soft verbs. Looks like, feels like, might be, supposed to. These make your English sound more flexible and polite. They also help when you're unsure. Instead of saying, "It will rain," you can say, "It might rain," or "It's supposed to rain later." Try it now. It might rain. It's supposed to rain later. Soft, kind, and natural. Now let's talk about how people respond to weather in small actions. For example, when it's hot, someone might say, "I'm trying to stay cool." When it's cold, you might hear, "I've got 3 layers on today." These are personal, expressive comments that add life to your conversations. Say them with me. "I'm trying to stay cool." "I've got 3 layers on today." See how they bring personality into the moment? Let's pause for a quick learner task. Think of the last 5 days where you live. Was it sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy? Try recording a short voice note about the weather each day. Use 3 phrases you've learned so far. Describe not just the weather, but how it made you feel. This will help you build your memory and speaking fluency. Now let's touch on another gentle challenge. Many learners confuse weather with weather. They sound almost the same, but they mean very different things. Weather is about rain, sun, wind. Weather is a word used to express choices. For example, "I don't know whether I'll go out." Be careful with pronunciation and meaning. You could even say, "I'm not sure whether the weather will be nice." Say it with me. "I'm not sure whether the weather will be nice." That's a fun little tongue twister, but also useful. You're learning more than words here. You're learning how to think in English. When you talk about the weather, you're not just giving a report. You're expressing connection, awareness. You're building bridges. Let's go back to a soft expression you'll hear all the time. "Not too bad, actually." This is often used when someone asks, "How's the weather?" and the speaker wants to say, "It's okay." For example, "How's the weather today?" "Not too bad, actually." Try it now. "Not too bad, actually." Calm, relaxed, natural. Here's another small, lovely phrase. Could be worse. You might say this when it's not great outside, but not terrible either. For example, "It's a bit rainy today, but could be worse." Say that with me. "It's a bit rainy today, but could be worse." These are the kinds of phrases that make your English sound soft and real, not stiff or textbook-like. Let's take a moment to reflect again. Which of these expressions felt like something you could use tomorrow? Imagine you're stepping out of your home. What would you say about the sky, the wind, the temperature? Could you start a little chat with someone? You're not just practicing language, you're training your awareness. Noticing details, speaking with emotion, connecting softly with the world around you. You're doing so well. The more you practice these expressions, the more they will become a natural part of your speaking. It's like watering a plant, a little every day, and soon it grows strong. Let's move into some seasonal weather language now, because the way we talk about weather also changes with the seasons. In spring, for example, native speakers often say things like, "Everything's starting to bloom," or "The air smells so fresh today." These are gentle, emotional observations that go beyond temperature. Let's try that. Everything's starting to bloom. The air smells so fresh today. Let your voice feel relaxed, like the season itself. In the summer, people often mention the heat, but they also talk about what the heat means. Beach days, barbecues, or late sunsets. You might hear, "It's the perfect day for the beach," or "This heat is great for a picnic." These phrases combine weather with activity, which makes your English feel alive. Say this with me. It's the perfect day for the beach. This heat is great for a picnic. Do you feel the warmth in those words? Now, autumn, or fall, brings a special kind of language. Native speakers often comment on the colors of the leaves, the cool air, and the cozy feelings. You might say, "The leaves are starting to turn," or "It's sweater weather now." These phrases bring imagery and mood into your speech. Say them with me. The leaves are starting to turn. It's sweater weather now. There's something peaceful about those lines. Then winter comes, and with it, a different kind of rhythm. The cold becomes part of daily life, and so does snow, wind, and ice. People often say things like, "Be careful on the roads, it's icy," or "Can't believe how much snow we got." These are useful when you're out and about. Try them. Be careful on the roads, it's icy. Can't believe how much snow we got. You're sounding more and more like a native speaker. Let's pause for a little shadowing practice. I'll say a short phrase, and then you repeat. Ready? Looks like we're getting more rain this weekend. Now you. Again. Looks like we're getting more rain this weekend. One more. Looks like we're getting more rain this weekend. Very good. Now try changing just one word. Looks like we're getting more snow this weekend. Do you feel how flexible these phrases are? Here's something a lot of learners ask me. What if I don't feel confident starting a conversation about the weather? That's okay. You can start small. Even just noticing something out loud can be enough. For example, "Feels nice out today," or "Sun's finally out." These tiny phrases can open doors. You don't need a big speech, just presence, just voice, just kindness. Let's imagine a bus stop moment. You're waiting, and someone next to you smiles. You say, "Beautiful morning, isn't it?" They nod and reply, "Yes, finally some sun." And just like that, a connection. Try the first line with me. Beautiful morning, isn't it? That's all it takes. A smile, a moment, a phrase. Here's a helpful reflection. Can you think of a time when someone talked about the weather with you in English? What did they say? How did you feel? Did it feel friendly, awkward, or maybe peaceful? These questions help you build your confidence and your awareness. Now let's try something new. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine tomorrow's weather. What will it feel like? What sounds will you hear outside? Now describe it in English, softly, simply, like you're speaking to a friend. You could say, "It's going to be cloudy, I think," or "Might get some wind later," or even, "Could be a good day to stay in." Speak it out loud now. Let the language move through you. Remember, you don't need perfect sentences to sound natural. In fact, native speakers often speak in fragments. We say, "Hot out there today?" or "Storm coming in, maybe?" These aren't mistakes. They're part of real-life spoken English. Let's practice. Hot out there today? Storm coming in, maybe? Just like that. Let's do a quick mirror practice. After this lesson, stand in front of a mirror and try 5 different weather sentences. Smile when you speak. Watch your face. Listen to your voice. Feel how the sentence shapes your breath. This small technique can make a big difference in your fluency. You're not just learning vocabulary, you're learning presence, expression, the gentle confidence that comes from speaking naturally and calmly. And if no one around you talks about the weather, be the one who starts. Be the sunshine in someone's cloudy day. You have the tools now, you have the phrases, and more importantly, you have the heart. Let's spend some time now on common mistakes and how to fix them gently. One mistake learners often make is trying too hard to say something long or complex about the weather, when a simple, natural phrase would sound better. For example, saying, "The climate condition outside is warm and humid," sounds too formal. A native speaker would simply say, "It's hot and sticky today," or "It's really humid." Let's practice together. It's hot and sticky today. It's really humid. Simpler is better and more real. Another common mistake is mixing up the verb to be. We say, "It's cold," not "it cold." That little word "it's" makes all the difference. The same goes for "it's sunny," "it's cloudy," "it's snowing." Repeat with me, "It's cold," "it's sunny," "it's snowing." Feel the rhythm of those short sentences. How easy they are to say. Some learners also confuse weather vocabulary like cold and cool, or windy and breezy. Let me help. Cold means you might need a coat. Cool is more gentle, maybe just a light sweater. Windy means strong wind, but breezy is soft, comfortable wind. Say these with me. It's cold today. It's cool this morning. It's really windy outside. There's a nice breeze. That's it. Soft, clear meanings. Let's try some transformation now. I'll give you a formal sentence, and we'll change it to natural English. Ready? Today's temperature is expected to increase significantly. That sounds like a weather report. Let's change it to, it's going to get really hot today. Repeat that, with me. It's going to get really hot today. Again. It's going to get really hot today. Good job. This helps you learn how to speak like a person, not like a report. Now here's a lovely expression. It's one of those days. This phrase can mean a lot of things, depending on your tone. If it's raining and gray, you might say, "It's one of those days." To mean lazy, slow, maybe a bit sad, but you can also use it when the weather is calm and you want to relax. Try it with me now. It's one of those days. Let your voice carry the feeling. Let's do some gentle role play. Imagine I'm your neighbor, and we're both outside. I say, "Bit of a chill in the air, huh?" You could reply, "Yeah, I almost grabbed my winter coat." Let's try that together. I'll say the first part and you answer, "Bit of a chill in the air, huh?" Now your turn. "Yeah, I almost grabbed my winter coat." One more time. "Bit of a chill in the air, huh?" "Yeah, I almost grabbed my winter coat." Excellent. Think of weather expressions as tools. You don't need to use them all at once. Just keep a few in your pocket, ready when you need them. Like a warm scarf on a cool day. Comfortable, easy, always helpful. Here's a little technique called paraphrasing. If someone says, "It's freezing out there," you could reply with something similar in different words like, "Tell me about it. I couldn't feel my fingers." This shows understanding and keeps the conversation flowing. Let's try some together. I say, "It's pouring out there." You say, "Yeah, I got soaked walking over here." Now you try. "It's pouring out there." "Yeah, I got soaked walking over here." Nicely done. Let's do a soft practice task now. Think about your favorite kind of weather. Is it sunny, rainy, snowy? Why do you like it? What does it make you feel? Try writing 3 short sentences about it in your journal, or record them with your voice. Use expressions from today's lesson. This will help you connect your language to your real feelings. Language is not just about grammar. It's about noticing, feeling, expressing. When you talk about the sky, the wind, the rain, you're also talking about yourself, how you feel, what matters to you, what you're inviting others to share. Let's do one more shadowing round together. Repeat after me. It's starting to rain, but it feels peaceful. Again. It's starting to rain, but it feels peaceful. One more time. It's starting to rain, but it feels peaceful. Lovely. These little phrases, practiced slowly and with care, will stay with you. You're doing something beautiful right now. You're not just learning English. You're learning how to speak gently, connect warmly, and express yourself clearly. That's powerful. That's real growth. Let's imagine one more real-life situation. You're sitting on a train, and the person next to you glances out the window. You both see the sky changing, clouds rolling in. You say, "Looks like we might get some rain." And they smile and reply, "Yeah, I forgot my umbrella too." This kind of moment, it's simple, but it builds connection. It opens up space for kindness. That's what weather talk is really about. You don't need to say a lot. One short phrase is enough to turn a quiet moment into a shared one. Something like, "The sky's getting darker," or "Hope this clears up soon." Say it with me. The sky's getting darker. Hope this clears up soon. These are the kinds of lines that float easily into conversation. And remember, every time you try, even if you make mistakes, you are still learning. You are still building your voice. Think of language like walking through fog. At first, everything is unclear, but step by step, things come into focus. That's what you're doing here. Let's gently review a few ideas before we finish. We talked about common phrases like, "It's sunny," "It's raining," and "It's freezing." We practiced adding emotion with phrases like, "It's such a nice day," or, "Ugh, this rain won't stop." We explored idioms like, "It's raining cats and dogs," and soft responses like, "I know, right?" or "Tell me about it." You learned how to respond, reflect, and even paraphrase like a native speaker. But more than that, you practiced connection, presence. You practiced feeling your English, not just saying the words. And that, dear learner, is what fluency is built on. Before we close, I'd like to offer you a small task. This week, start one short conversation in English using a weather phrase. It could be with a friend, a classmate, a shop worker, or even just yourself in the mirror. You might say, "Bit chilly today," or "Looks like we've got sunshine all week." Just try it once. That one moment could open a new door for your confidence. Now, take a breath with me. A long, slow breath in and out. Remind yourself, you are not behind. You are not too late. You're exactly where you need to be, learning gently, with care, with heart. You're not memorizing, you're becoming. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this lesson helped you feel more confident, more natural, and more relaxed when speaking English, especially when talking about the weather. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most of all, keep believing in yourself. Your English will grow just like the seasons change, quietly, steadily, beautifully. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future lessons. I'll be here, cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, stay warm, stay kind, and keep speaking.